I guess everybody has their instance. So miracle ones. Probably the two that I talk to bog rats about. And the first one I use is about a thought processing type thing. We'd been out on a mission, I even forget what it was, and a miracle come in. We're turning base. When you turn base in a Mirage, it's quite a high angle attack type exercise. You're up near the limit on the aircraft. We had a basic angle of attack type system, but worked quite well. So you're up near the limit. When I'm coming around on base, my engine gave a burp and a fart and actually lost a lot of power. It went, I went, wow. So I rolled wings level, started to pull, and at Butterworth, where we're doing it, I'm turning base, which was a left-hand base on runway 18. It paralleled the coast, and along the coast was all the officers' mess and the married quarter. And just as I rolled, so on the left base, rolled wings level and started to pull, hoping to throw the aircraft in the water, I went virtually straight through my house where I knew my wife and children were, and I actually went, so I'd already done the idle relight, trying to get the aircraft, the engine to go again, and I actually delayed my ejection thought process, and the engine spooled, and we came away from it. So that was all pretty cool, right? So interesting story. Second time was that I use for target fixation when I'm talking to bog rats, junior pilots. We had a bombing range up at not far from Butterworth, right on the Thai border. It was an island range. So water target and the thing, and the XO at the time had come up, who was also an FCI, had come up with a new pop attack type profile that he wanted to try. So in the past you'll fly a set height, you'll pop and you'll do a 30-degree pop and you roll into a 15-degree dive or a 45, whatever. The numbers are quite precise. So he came up with a new way of doing business in that you popped to 30 degrees, you acquired the target, and then you rolled in, and then you noted your height, and depending on what height you came in was, you knew you were in a 10, 15, 20 degree dive, and you used the gun sight appropriately. Unfortunately, the numbers weren't quite right, and when I came in to let the weapons go, I went, holy, I'm now getting pretty close to the ground, and I distinctly remembered pulling to 6.7, which was the limit on the G on the aircraft at the time, holding on there and thinking, and do I need to overstress? No, I'm going to make it. And I got away. The RSL told me later that the aircraft just sat on its tail on the water, and then we climbed away. But it was a very interesting thing that you would, so I used that as a target fixation type thing. I was so concentrating on hitting the numbers, getting them right, making the right assessment. There's the target, put the pepper on, right, okay, weapons, go. Oops, that's not right.